When the night grows quiet and the chair sits still, and the house feels colder by the windowsill, if my voice don't echo down the hall, don't think I'm lost, I heard his call. I walk through valleys dark and deep, where broken fathers fall and weep, but Psalm 23 kept leading on. The shepherd whispered, "You're not alone." After I'm gone, don't cry too long. Heaven was my home all along. If you hear a whisper in the wind, that's my love reaching you again. The grave ain't strong, love lives on. Jesus carved my name in stone. After I'm gone, I'm not alone. Remember the prayers beside your bed, all the words I never said, every tear I tried to hide. God was counting them inside. Like the pride of a running back, grace was filling every crack. When the Father opened up his door, after I'm gone, lift your eyes, we'll meet beyond the skies. This goodbye's not the end, it's where forever begins. The grave ain't strong, the Lamb is overcome it all. After I'm gone, safe in his arms, we'll meet beyond the door. This old house don't feel the same, every wall still knows your name. Your picture's hanging by the door. I stop and stare a little more. There's a chair you used to claim, I left it standing just the same. Some things a man can't let go, especially when he's growing old. When a father waits, he waits alone, at a quiet room that once was home. Every clock tick cuts too slow, every memory won't let go. If I could turn these hands of time, I'd hold you close and make it right. When a father waits, he prays at night. I still remember teaching you how to tie your laces tight. Held my hand so strong back then. Said, Dad, don't let go, alright. Now my hands are shaking some. Years have done what years have done. God give what little strength remains, just to hear you call my name. Oh, when a father waits, he waits in prayer, hoping someday you'll be there. Through every mile, through every fight, I'll leave the porch light on at night. And if heaven hears this old man's cry, before these tired eyes close tight, when a father waits, he loves for kitchen clock ticks and forgets to chime. Your little shoes still wait in line. Curtain sways like it used to do when hide and seek was me and you. I speak your name to the empty chair. Dust settles slow in the quiet air. Old birthday cards by the stairway bin, wishes that never found their end. Your crayon sun on the fridge still stays bright as hope in these faded days. Maybe one day you'll knock on this door, lay your suitcase down like before. We'll burn these letters I never sent, let the smoke hold what we never meant. Maybe one day you'll look in my eyes, see the man who broke but still tries. If you need to hate me, say every word, don't you spare me. I'll stand here steady, still be waiting. Maybe one day. Faded photos tilt in their frames, half-held laughter, half-spoken names. I trace your face through shattered glass, touch the years that slip so fast. The house exhales when the heater hums. I pour 2 cups though no one comes. Your bedroom door stays open wide like it's hoping you step inside. In the hallway light, your shadow stays, growing taller through the days. Maybe one day you'll knock on this door, lay your suitcase down like before. We'll burn these letters I never sent, let the smoke hold what we never meant. Maybe one day you'll look in my eyes, see the man who broke but still tries. If you need to hate me, say yeah. There's a photograph above the fireplace, dust on the frame, tears on my face. Your shadow lingers by the door, like you're walking just like before. This old guitar upon my knee still knows the man you used to be. Each string I bend still aches the same. Every note still calls your name. Your bedroom window faces west, where crimson sunsets never rest. I watch the sky fade gold to gray and whisper what I couldn't say. Your pillow keeps its quiet shade, like time itself cannot escape. I hold your shirt against my heart, pretending we're not torn apart. The night came down without a sound and stole the only truth we found. Now silence sits where laughter stayed, and love feels lost and afraid. You were the rhythm in our living, the reason all the seasons turn. Now every sunrise feels forgiven for all the light that never burned. If tears could fall like summer rain, they'd drown these fields of endless pain. And every river, every place would carry heaven back your name. You were our tomorrow. Now tomorrow feels the same. They say a man should stand up tall, but grief can make a giant crawl. I'd trade these years left in my hands for one more walk across this land with you. Mother's heart does not let go. It breaks in ways we'll never show. If love were strong enough to save, there'd be no roses on your grave. Did heaven open wide that night? Did angels lift you into light? Did someone catch your falling breath and carry you beyond this death? Take our pride, take our years. We've walked enough through blood and tears, but leave one dream before we're gone. we still hear you call us home. You were the fire in our winter, the steady pulse beneath our skin. Now every chord we play is broken. Every night you don't walk in. If love alone could break these chains, we cross through thunder, wind and rain. But lullabies fade into air, and empty chairs are always there. When this old guitar begins to cry, it's just two aching hearts asking why. Wait for us where no goodbye remains. Porch light flickers on peeling paint. Shadows grow long where the lilacs faint. Blueprint lines in a crooked road, leading to a gate from long ago. Old dogs sleeping where the gravel parts, threadbare holes through my wintered heart. Mailbox yawning like an open scar, stuffed with silence and the years we are. Cold hands, warm heart, I stand in the dark, watching the years fall away like sparks. If distance is a river, I've built my raft from unsent words and a shattered past. Cold hands, warm heart, can you feel it where you are? I keep a light in this yard, like a lonely star. Rust on the swing where you used to fly, chains still whisper to the autumn sky. Every empty creek bends like a mark, floating between this house and the dark. Your bedroom window wears a veil of gray, curtain caught where the nail gave way. I talk to ghosts who don't know your name. They answer softly, but they sound the same. Cold hands, warm heart, I wait in the dark, watching the years burn down to sparks. If distance is a river, I've crossed halfway. I'm drifting hope and words I couldn't say. Cold hands, warm heart, can you feel it from afar? I keep a light in this yard, like a patient star. days that won't stitch in. If hope is a key, it's under this stone, waiting for footsteps to wander home. Cold hands, warm hearts, still here in the dark, counting the cracks in this weathered bar. His time is a circle, then bend it back to the night your footsteps left this track. Cold hands, warm heart, wherever you are tonight, there's an open door and a yard full of waiting light.
When my chair sits empty at the table and my voice no longer fills the room, don't let the silence make you feel I left this world too soon. If you find my jacket in the hallway, still shaped like I was there, hold it close, I promise you. My love is in that air. Don't measure life by final breaths, but by the light we made. Measure it by every time I fought for love to stay. After I pass away, don't you let your heart turn cold. Every word I ever spoke is yours to have and hold. I'll be the whisper in the wind that softly moves your hair, the quiet courage in your chest when life feels too unfair. After I pass away, don't think that I am gone. Love doesn't end in heaven, it simply carries on. Remember how I lived. Remember how I held your hand like letting go would hurt too much, because it did. After I pass away, live louder than I could, be braver than my doubts allowed, be stronger than I stood. And when your time is ending and the sky turns golden gray, don't be afraid to close your eyes. I'll be there waiting, waiting. Set your face at the table, then turn it away. Another picture face down, another unfinished day. Your room still smells like summer, fading into rain. I speak into the silence and it whispers back your name. The chair across from mine holds more than it should, 1,000 things I never said when I still could. Echoes of a father's heart calling through the years, every word I buried deep, drowning in these tears. If you ever lose your way, if you fall apart, there's a light still burning in the echoes of a father's heart. Your jacket hangs in the hallway, sleeves turned inside. I press my face against it where your small shoulders cry. Streetlights pale at morning, count the chances slipping every time I was afraid. I was strong in all the wrong ways, silent when you needed sound, building walls around my love while you were breaking down. Echoes of a father's heart calling through the years, every word I should have said cracking through these tears.
father's heart beating through the years. Every word I never gave, living in these tears. If you ever lose your way, if you're torn apart, there will always be a place inside the echoes of a father's heart, still calling your name in the dark from a father's Verge light trembling in the cold, your old bags hanging high, dust on the helmet, scarred up paint, proof that we learned to try. You used to fall and look at me like I could quiet pain, like these rough hands could build a wall against the coming rain. You trusted every word I said, like nothing could go wrong, like fathers were the kind of men the dark could not make small. Now I feel the weight of this settling in my bones, and I wonder how you'll stand the day you stand alone. I never feared the end of breath or slipping into death. I feared your first long night of grief, when I'm no longer left, when I'm no longer in the room to say that it's okay, when sorrow finds you in the dark and steals your words away. Remember how I faced the night, even when I was scared. That quiet strength you saw in me is something that we shared. I wasn't always gentle, son. Sometimes my silence burned. I thought a man should had his fear. That's what I thought I learned. With every long and restless night, when the whole house was still, I lay awake beside I'll try to harden you, to trade your heart for steel. But promise me you'll always choose to let yourself still feel. If sorrow presses on your chest and makes it hard to stand, let it remind you how we loved, how tight we held our hands.
Marble names on crooked stones, grass soaks through my bones, raindrops counting every year. I should have picked up the phone. Your picture in my wallet, faded thin warm. My hands keep trembling like the day I let you walk at dawn. I missed your first gray hair, the lines beside your eyes. You built your life on distant roads, while mine just calcified. Speaking to the cold, and pray it knows your name. If you walked up this gravel path, would I deserve the same? Gray horizon, pressing low against your gate. I've been kneeling in this silence, always late. We let the clocks bleed out, we let the good days fade. Now I'm begging at your shadow in this graveyard. Gray, gray horizon. If you pass him on the road, tell my son his father's back has been beneath the load. I've never learned to love you without pride in the way, but every shattered beat in me was trying every day. I bought that little fishing rod you begged for when you were small. It's leaning by the back door, still never used at all. Wedding bells rang somewhere, I counted every chime, each one a quiet hammer striking what I lost to time. I rehearsed 100 speeches in the dark alone. How proud I am, how scared I was, how fear it set like stone. But wind devours my sentences before they reach your ear. So all that stands on this wet ground is gravel, mud, and fear. Gray horizon, hanging like an unpaid debt. I've been standing where your footsteps never met. We let the hours rust, we let forgiveness rot. Now I'm whispering to a name the world forgot. Gray horizon, if you see him in the light, tell my son his father's heart still breaks each night. If there's one more morning mercy ever made, I'll crawl that broken mount of him unafraid. If you're somewhere breathing under kinder skies than mine, oh, I laid my stubborn anger down between these stones and time. I can't unburn the years I used to keep from feeling small, but I can leave this truth with you. I loved you through it all. Gray horizon, softening as I go. I'll keep speaking like you're listening, so you'll know if one day by this headstone you hear someone
say your name. It'll be the man who failed you calling just the same. Still calling in the rain. Still carrying the blame. Still calling just the same.
Rust on the chains, paint bleeding from the slide. Your empty swing is breathing like it never said goodbye. Sand in my shoes on this frostbitten ground. I sit and tune these broken strings with your small world spun around. Dust on the swing, your laughter splitting through a shadow on the sand where the sky once held you. I sing to the air, to the space where you ran, to the echo of a child slipping out of my hand. The street lamps tremble, sky bruised and turning blue. I save my softest chords for the dust that carried you. Your footprints are gone, wind erased the floor, but I still leave a space like you're bursting through that door. Every creak of metal, every passing car feels like your small voice calling from too far. Dust on the swing, your laughter in my veins, a shadow on the sand where the evening stands. I sing to the air, though it won't understand, to the echo of a child fading from my
my name. I sing to the air, to the place where you ran, to the echo of a child, to the ghost of my hand. Still reaching through the dark for the ghost of my hand. Your jacket still hangs by the back door, dust on the sleeves like the year before. The carpet turns cold when the daylight thins. I talk to your picture till the silence sinks in. The clock in the kitchen still ticks your name. Every small sound starts the same old flame. I swear I hear footsteps on gravel and stone, but it's only the wind bringing nothing home. I leave the porch light burning for you to walk in like any late evening you've ever been. I'm waiting on your shadow at the gate tonight, tracing every memory to hold you tight. If hope is all I have, I'll guard it like a flame. I'm waiting on your shadow, whispering your name. Years on the calendar fade into gray. I circle your birthday and kneel down to pray. I tell all the neighbors you'll come back around, like saying it loud might pull you from ground. I fixed up that old swing when the boards gave way, oiled every hinge so it won't betray. There'll be no loud creaking to scare you away, just quiet and open when you come home to stay. I'm waiting on your shadow at the gate tonight, tracing every memory to hold you tight. If hope is all I have, I'll keep it in my sight. I'm waiting on your shadow through every endless night. Still got your roommate, sheets tucked in tight, your trophy still shining by the nightlight. If you're lost in the dark, if you're scared or alone, follow the porch light, it's calling you home. I'm waiting on your shadow at the gate tonight. Every passing season says you might. If hope is all I have, I won't let it die. I'll leave that light on under every sky. I'm waiting on your shadow till the day I close my eyes.
used to ring my phone at night. And that whole week's passed in silence. You say you're buried under life, like I'm spared from all the violence. And step over the love I gave like dust along the floor. I raised you on this tired back. They can't knock on my door, I'm still your father. So why do I feel ignored? Yeah, I wasn't perfect. Yeah, I raised my voice, but I never once made leaving a choice. When I'm gone, you'll taste this grief. Every unread line, every skipped heartbeat. Then the casket lowers and the hymns die down. You'll hear regret echo through that town. You'll say you love me, hands that shake, but love has a way. Why didn't yours? I was here, I was trying, you just stopped replying. I got sick and you never knew. I grew weak, I hid it from you. I held my breath so you wouldn't see how heavy it was just being me. You never asked if I was alright. You never stayed the extra night. I waited till the porch light dimmed and hope burned out within. When I'm gone, you'll say you meant to show up more, to make amends. You replay nights you let me break and feel the silence you chose to make. Your whisper love, maybe you did, but love is carried, not just said. God forgives, I hope he can, 'cause one day you'll stand before that man and he'll ask you soft and plain why you never came. When I'm gone, don't polish truth. Don't call me strong to hide the proof. Don't speak my name if you stayed away. While I faded day by day, I was here, I was alive, counting mercy in borrowed time. When I'm gone, you'll finally see you didn't lose me. You left me. These hands crack raising you. They tremble through the nights. I buried dreams I never spoke, so you could chase your life. I stood in storms without a coat, so you could sleep in peace. Swallowed fear and bit my tongue, so your world stayed at ease. Now I sit with empty chairs in my house I work to pay. You pass my life like a closed off room, like I just fade away. I keep the door unlocked, you don't even come. Yeah, I stumbled, I was hard, but I never stopped being your home. When I'm gone and the dirt falls down and goodbye grows loud in a small town sound, you'll wish you called, you'll wish you went. You count the chances slip from your hands. You'll say you love me, swear it's true, but love shows up and you never do. I was here, was alive. You just thought I had more time. When I broke apart, you looked right through me. When I reached for you, you couldn't move on me. And watch the years turn cold and fast, while you kept living past me. Chair waits in the corner light. Shadows press on the wall so tight. Clock hand taps like a worn-out heart. Floorboards know where we fell apart. Frames on shelves wear a coat of gray. Younger smiles just fade away. I just might see you again one morning when the dust lets go of the window glass. I just might hear your key in the doorway, like you finally found the way back. If I sit here long enough, hold on through the night, you might forgive me, and I just might. Coffee cup with a lipstick trace, hasn't moved since you left this place. I talk out loud to an empty chair. Your name hangs still in the thinning air. I search for notes in the hallway stack, letters I wrote but never sent back. Every word felt too small, too late, so I laid them down to a shoebox fate. I just might see you again one morning when the dust lets go of the window glass. I just might hear your step in the doorway, like you finally found the way back. If I stay here long enough, keep the hallway light, you might forgive me, and I just might. If you're out there turning pages, tired of carrying what I've done, I know my silence built these cages out of all the words I shun. But I tear them down, I let them break, let every wall inside me shake. If you ever stand on that old front walk, hand on rail where your name once chalked, I'll be waiting in the half-lit hall, voice barely steady at all. I just might see you again one morning when the dust falls soft from the glass. I just might feel your hand on my shoulder, saying we can let this pass. If I breathe real slow, let my pride fall light, you might still need me, and I just might. Lantern blooming, lanterns dim and fade from sight. Empty room hums a softer night. I leave the door not latched too tight. If you come home late, I just might. Window blurs towers in a nameless light. Every stop sign fades into swallow night. Empty blue seats line the quiet road. Count them like wishes I never told. My jacket keeps creases where small hands once stayed. The cloth still remembers what the years unmade. Neon flickers silver on the glass between your face. Keeps forming in the dark. I lean. Solitary bus on a borrowed line, rolling through the miles you left behind. I trace your shadow in the glass and chrome, searching in the dark for a road back home. Solitary bus, just the engine sigh, carrying a question that refuses to die. Driver checks the mirror, but not my eyes. Just another stranger passing by. Street signs bend low like they're trying to warn. Letters blur soft at the edge of dawn. My ticket is folded where your name should be. A paper thin country that won't let me be. Each exit whispers, but none say stay. Every mile marker keeps you away.
sharp edges thin. If home is just a memory pressed against the glass, let this moving nowhere be enough to pass. Solitary bus on a borrowed line, carrying a heart out of place and time. I trace your shadow in steel and chrome, still asking the dark for a way back home. Solitary bus till the first pale sky. I ride with every maybe, every unanswered why. If morning ever finds me before the courage dies, I'll step off where your echo lies.